Number 1. The 1984 Chevrolet C30 Custom Deluxe, listed at $5,000 and located in Livermore, California. Here's a heavy-duty piece of classic Chevrolet history, the 1984 C30 Custom Deluxe. This truck represents the last era of square-body toughness, built for durability and strength. With just 26,000 miles showing, paired to a manual transmission, it's a workhorse with plenty of life left in it. The seller is up front. This truck has no registration. They don't have information on how to get it registered. And they're clear that they won't be sending the VIN. So what does that mean for a buyer? If you got to know how to work through the registration process, this could be a rare opportunity to put rust-free running and driving classic Chevy back on the road. Or, if you're looking for a solid donor vehicle, it's perfect for that too. Despite the paperwork challenge, the foundation of this truck is what makes it valuable. The C30 series was Chevrolet's one-ton lineup, known for its rugged frame, heavy-duty suspension, and strong drivetrains that made them favorites for hauling, towing, and commercial use. The fact that this particular example runs and drives, while staying rust-free, makes it even more desirable as a project-based or a functional donor. At $5,000, you're not just buying a truck, you're buying potential. Whether that potential is putting in the time to sort out registration and drive a rare classic Chevy, or using it as a donor for another build, the bones are strong and the value is there. This 1984 Chevrolet C30 Custom Deluxe in Livermore is for someone who sees beyond the red tape and understands the worth of a rust-free, straight, and road-worthy square body. A tough truck with a lot to offer the right buyer. Number 2. The 1995 Ford F-250 HD Long Bed, listed at $6,000 and located in Clinton Township, Michigan. Here's a truck that built its reputation on reliability and sheer workhorse power. The 1995 Ford F-250 Heavy-Duty Long Bed. This one comes with a clean title and is powered by Ford's legendary 7.3-liter Power-Stroke diesel engine. With 205,000 miles on the clock, it's just getting started for what these trucks are known to do. Anyone familiar with the 7.3 knows they can run 500,000 miles or more when properly maintained. The automatic transmission shifts smoothly and the truck runs and drives great. It's a two-wheel drive model, perfect for towing, hauling, or daily use if you need serious diesel torque without the complexity of four-wheel drive. Both the air conditioning and heat are in working order, which is a nice plus for comfort year-round. Recent maintenance includes a new starter, a fuel pump, and a glow plug relay, all critical components for keeping the Power Stroke starting strong and running reliably. That means some of the big jobs have already been taken care of, giving peace of mind to the next owner. Cosmetically, the truck is very clean for its age, though the seller points out it could use some body work on the driver's door and fender. But with a nearly 30-year-old work truck, that's to be expected, and doesn't take away from the fact that the core of this truck is strong, straight, and dependable. At $6,000, this 1995 Ford F-250 HD Long Bed represents serious value for anyone in need of a proven diesel workhorse. Whether you're looking for a tow rig, a farm truck, or just want to own one of the most respected diesel pickups ever built, this one in Clinton Township delivers exactly what you'd expect from a 7.3 Power Stroke: power, durability, and reliability. Number 3. The 1968 Ford F-250 Regular Cab Long Bed, listed at $11,000 and located in Hollister, California. Here's a classic heavy-duty workhorse that's almost too good to part out. Originally bought years ago as a non-runner for a body swap project, the seller brought it back to life and realized his truck deserved to stay whole. It's a solid, rust-free custom cab camper special, complete with a clean title and currently on non-op status in California. The body shows its age with an older repaint that's now developing a bit of patina, but it still polishes up nicely. More importantly, the structure is strong. Cab mounts, corners, door and fender bottoms, and floors are all in good condition. This is the kind of foundation you want when picking up a vintage truck. Under the hood, you'll find a built 392-barrel V8 paired with long tube headers and what sounds to be a cam. It's backed by a manual transmission and comes with power steering and brakes, plus factory air conditioning. While compressor and condenser are missing, the plumbing is still intact, making it a straightforward restoration if you want the AIC functional again. The truck runs and drives, but the seller makes it clear it's been parked for a few years, so plan on giving a little attention before expecting it to handle long-distance trips. Still, it's proof that with a bit of care, this old F-250 still has plenty of life left. The seller is straightforward about the deal. No lowball offers through a simple "is it available" message. He's only interested in talking with serious buyers who come see the truck in person and are ready to negotiate with cash in hand. At $11,000, this 1968 Ford F-250 regular cab long bed is more than just another classic truck. It's a piece of Ford's durable history, a solid camper special that's been spared from the parts bin, and it's ready for someone who appreciates it as much as the current owner does. Number 4. The 1983 GMC 3500 Crew Cab Long Bed, listed at $12,500 and located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Here's a big, bold, and capable classic that was built for serious work, the 1983 GMC 3500 Crew Cab Long Bed. This camper special edition comes equipped with a 6.2-liter diesel engine paired to a turbo 400 automatic transmission, giving it the kind of reliability and pulling power that made these trucks favorites among hard-working owners back in the day. Showing just over 133,000 miles, this heavy-duty GMC runs and drives great, a testament to both the engine's longevity and the care it's received over the years. It's not just mechanically sound, but also refreshed in the right areas to make it a comfortable driver. Inside, you'll find a new dash and new carpet, a big step up for a truck that's now over 4 decades old. The fuel system has been updated as well, with a new fuel pump already installed. That's one less thing for the next owner to worry about, especially when it comes to keeping an old diesel running smoothly. The crew cab layout makes this truck especially versatile. Plenty of space for family, friends, or a full work crew, while the long bed means there's still no compromise on hauling capacity. The seller notes that trades may be considered, opening the door for someone with another classic vehicle or interesting offer to potentially make a deal. Still, at $12,500, this GMC stands strong as a buy for anyone looking for a rare combination of utility, durability, and classic square body style. So whether you're after a dependable hauler, a unique weekend cruiser, or just a classic GMC that blends rugged diesel performance with everyday usability, this 1983 GMC 3500 Crew Cab Long Bed has plenty to offer. Trucks like this weren't just built to last. They were built to work, and this one is still more than ready for the road. Number 5. The 1963 Chevrolet C20, listed at $18,000 and located in Corona, California. Here's a truck that blends classic Chevy style with modern performance upgrades in all the right places. This 1963 Chevrolet C20 is an original California truck with just over 111,000 miles, a clean title, and a long list of professional work that makes it far more than your average classic pickup. The owner is moving on to a different project, which means this one is ready for a new home. Under the hood, you'll find serious muscle. The engine and transmission were sourced from a 1973 El Camino, but rebuilt and upgraded by some of the best in the business. The 454 Big Block has been bored .30 over and built by Dugan's Racing. Dyno tuned at Westec Performance to a stout 493 horsepower. It's topped with Holly carb rebuilt by Carb Shop, an Edelbrock intake, fuel pump and water pump, plus Hedman long tube headers feeding into a full stainless steel dual exhaust. Backing it up is a TH400 transmission, rebuilt by Art Car, and a 14-bolt full-floating rear end with 4.56 gears for serious strength. Cooling is handled by an aluminum radiator, pre-wired for an electric fan if you want the upgrade. Painless wiring has been installed throughout the vehicle with LED lighting for reliability, and the braking system has been updated with an 8-lug power disc brake conversion. Steering has also been modernized with a power steering conversion and fresh ball joints, making it drive better than many trucks its age. Inside, the upgrades continue with chrome tilt steering column, column shift, moon-eye steering wheel, and new vintage 1940 series gauges. A carpet kit has been installed to clean up the interior, while the truck rolls on American Racing Baja 17 by 8 wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson Deegan tires, giving it a tough but timeless look. All of the work has been performed by reputable shops or an A&P aircraft mechanic, so nothing has been left to chance. This isn't just a classic truck that looks good. It's a C20 that's been built to perform, turn heads, and deliver a thrilling driving experience. At $18,000, this 1963 Chevrolet C20 represents a solid investment for anyone who wants classic looks combined with modern reliability and nearly 500 horsepower under the hood. A California-born classic with this level of craftsmanship doesn't come around often. Number 6. The 1986 Ford Ranger XL, listed at $6,800 and located in Oak Island. Here we have a classic small pickup that's been given an incredible amount of care and attention over the years. A 1986 Ford Ranger XL long bed, 2-wheel drive, with a 4-cylinder engine and automatic transmission. With just 85,217 miles on the odometer, this truck was originally purchased as a runaround vehicle, but it ended up being used very little. Now it's available for someone who can truly appreciate it. The exterior tells part of the story. The body and paint are in excellent condition for being nearly 4 decades old. There's only a small rust spot near the windshield, but otherwise the lines are clean and straight. The long bed design gives it utility, while the overall stand shows the pride of ownership that's gone into keeping it sharp. Step inside, and you'll find the interior is remarkably well preserved, almost like new, which is rare for a truck of this vintage. Under the hood, just about everything has been addressed. The engine has been completely rebuilt, ensuring smooth and reliable performance. The transmission has also been rebuilt, giving you confidence that this Ranger drives as good as it looks. Fluids in the rear end have been replaced, and the seller didn't stop there. It has new tires, new shocks, and a fully redone braking system, including a new master cylinder and flush lines. Performance upgrades and replacements continue with new sensors, injectors, and radiator. It's been converted to an electric fan system for improved cooling, and both fuel pumps have been replaced along with a full exhaust system. Even the steering box and pump are brand new. Essentially, this truck has been mechanically refreshed from front to back, leaving little for the next owner to worry about. Comfort and drivability have also been considered. A modern stereo system with Bluetooth capability has been installed, allowing for phone calls and music streaming. The sound is delivered through new front and rear speakers, bringing a touch of modern convenience to this classic pickup. The seller notes that the truck gets a lot of attention whenever it's on the road, whether commuting to work or just cruising around town. It's clear why. This 1986 Ford Ranger XL combines classic style with fresh mechanical reliability, all wrapped up in a compact and highly usable package. For anyone looking for a dependable little truck that's already had all the major work done, this Ranger stands out as an excellent choice. It's a clean, well-sorted example that's ready to be enjoyed for many more years. Number 7. The 1988 Ford Ranger XLT SuperCab, priced at $6,999 and located in the San Diego College area. Here's a classic small truck that blends nostalgia, practicality, and originality into one neat package. This 1988 Ford Ranger XLT SuperCab isn't just any used pickup. It's a family-owned vehicle with history. The seller notes it belonged to their father, who can no longer drive, and now it's time for someone new to enjoy it. With just 69,000 miles on the odometer, this Ranger has lived a careful life, and it shows. You don't see many of these on the market in Southern California anymore. It's that old-school square body design, a shape that's become increasingly rare and collectible. Whether you want to use it as a dependable daily driver or take it down the path of a full-on restoration project, this Ranger has the bones to do either. Built in the USA, it comes equipped with a 2.3-liter inline four-cylinder paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. It's a simple, reliable setup, rear-wheel drive, straightforward to maintain and built for longevity. And over the past few years, the owner has kept it well-maintained with a long list of updates. Recent work includes new shocks for a smoother ride, a new fuel filler hose, and a fresh ignition switch. Up front, new brake calipers give solid stopping power, while new spark plugs, along with fresh oil and transmission fluid changes within the last 60 days, keep it running strong. The tires are 225 divided by 70 divided by 14S, with about half their life left, meaning you won't need to replace them right away. Now, this Ranger was originally built without AC, so keep in mind it doesn't have climate control, but does come a modern touch in the form of a JVC head unit featuring Bluetooth and hands-free calling, adding some convenience for today's driving. Practical details are all in order as well. Registration is good until October 2026. It comes with a climber shop manual for any DIY projects, and the title and pink slip are in hand, ready for a smooth sale. Overall, this 1988 Ford Ranger XLT SuperCab is a rare find in Southern California. Low mileage, family-owned, well-maintained, and full of classic appeal. For just under $7,000, it's a great entry into the world of vintage trucks, or simply a solid little pickup, ready to keep turning heads for years to come. Number 8. The 1976 Ford F-250, priced at $17,500 and located in Mukwonago. This isn't your average classic pickup. This is a purpose-built street and strip beast with a laundry list of high-performance parts that push this old-school truck into serious race territory, all while keeping it tame enough to run on 93-octane pump gas. Under the hood sits a 545 cubic inch big block Ford, topped with Pro Comp aluminum heads, an Edelbrock Victor intake, and a 950 Pro Form carburetor. Feeding that monster is a MagnaFuel Quickstar 300 pump paired with a MagnaFuel 1500 HP regulator and a Baling Racing fuel filter. A Wilson Super Sucker carb spacer helps maximize airflow, while forged pistons forge rods. A Scat 4500 crank and a Comp solid lifter cam ensure this setup is built for serious strength and durability. Backing it all up is a John Cos Racing rear sump oil pump, roller rockers, and a true double roller timing chain. Ignition is handled by MSD Pro billet components paired with a 6AL box, timed perfectly at 36 degrees. Exhaust gases roar out through Hedman headers into a 3-inch exhaust system with Flowmaster 40 series mufflers, giving it that unmistakable deep and aggressive tone. Backing the power is a turbo 400 transmission on an Ultra Bell with a brake, matched to a 9-inch 3,500 stall converter, a Sophia-approved scatter shield, flywheel, and a Hurst quarter stick shifter. It's a full manual valve body 3-speed setup, ready to handle whatever you throw at it. Out back, you'll find a Dana 60 full floater and a Dana 70 with 35 spline axles, fitted with 4.56 Pro gears and a Moser spool, true race gray hardware. Suspension is just as serious. Chris Olsen ladder bars, AFCO shocks with springs, a 1964 Ford front end with bump stop shocks, and 9010 Pro shocks up front. It rides on M/T 33 by 10.5 race tubes, whole shot billet 8 lug rears, and lightweight Craigar wheels up front. Braking is handled by factory drum brakes in the rear and upgraded 1986 Blazer calipers and pads up front, with new rubber brake lines and fresh bearings installed. Cooling and electrical are well sorted too. A new radiator, a SPAL 16-inch electric fan, an Optima red top battery, autometer gauges, Moroso shutoff switch, charging lugs, and even an 8-point chromoly cage for safety. Now, here's the catch. It's got a few electrical gremlins. Currently, only the headlights, running lights, and right directional are working. The left directional and brake lights are out, though the seller has already purchased correct tail lights and front runner lights. They just need the right pigtails and bulbs to finish the job. The truck comes with a clear Wisconsin title, and the seller notes it can either be driven home or delivered for free, depending on the buyer. At $17,500 with no trades, this 1976 Ford F-250 is a rare chance to own a fully built street/strip truck that combines old-school style with modern race-ready power. It's got the muscle of the pedigree and the hardware to back it up. Perfect for anyone looking to stand out both on the streets and at the strip. Number 9. The 1984 Ford F-250XL SuperCab, priced at $15,000 and located in Marietta. This truck is a true survivor from the 80s. A 1984 Ford F-250XL SuperCab, finished in a classic blue and still in excellent condition after all these years. Under the hood sits a strong 8-cylinder diesel engine, paired with an automatic transmission and a 4-wheel drive system that makes it capable of handling work, trails, or long hauls with ease. With only 98,000 miles on the odometer, this is a low-mileage truck considering its age, proof that it's been well preserved and not overly worked like so many trucks from this era. The SuperCab design adds practicality, offering extra room behind the front seats for storage or passengers, making it more versatile than the standard single cab. This is a kind of truck that was built tough from the start, solid steel, strong frame, and minimal electronics, back when vehicles were made to last decades. And this one clearly has, standing the test of time while keeping its clean title and excellent overall condition. The XL trim gives it a step above the bare-bones models of the same year, and combined with its clean presentation, it has the look of a truck that was cared for and respected. The blue paint highlights its boxy, squared-off design, an iconic look for Ford trucks of the early 80s. Trucks like this are becoming harder and harder to find, especially in clean, rust-free condition with miles this low. Priced at $15,000, this F-250 sits right at the sweet spot between a functional workhorse and a collector's piece. For someone who wants a dependable vintage diesel that can still do the job it was built for, while also turning heads at a classic car meet, this truck checks every box. Whether you plan to put it to work or keep it as part of a growing collection, this 1984 Ford F-250XL SuperCab represents American durability at its finest. Number 10. The 1965 Ford F-100, listed for $17,000 and located in McKeesport. Here we have a mostly original, well-maintained classic, the 1965 Ford F-100 with a long 8-foot bed. This truck still wears its original paint, showcasing the patina and character that only decades of careful ownership can provide. But don't let the age fool you. Under the hood, it's been given the right updates to make it a dependable driver. Power comes from a rebuilt 302 small block engine with less than 15,000 miles on it since the rebuild. It's fitted with headers, an aluminum intake manifold, an Edelbrock carburetor with electric choke, and an electronic fuel pump. The upgrades continue with an electronic ignition, a new starter, and a new aluminum radiator, ensuring strong, reliable performance. Paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, this truck keeps the classic feel of a true stick-shift F-100 while delivering modernized dependability. Other improvements include a new steering box, dual glassback exhaust that gives it that unmistakable vintage rumble, and even old-school AM/FM 8-track radio, keeping some period-correct charm inside the cab. The truck has been garage-kept and remains rust-free, which is no small feat for a vehicle of this era. You'll also find practical touches like the in-bed toolbox, making it as functional as it is collectible. With its blend of originality, tasteful upgrades, and careful maintenance, this 1965 Ford F-100 represents the perfect middle ground for a buyer who wants a classic truck they can both drive and show off. Priced at $17,000, the seller is open to negotiation, but emphasizes serious inquiries only, a clear sign that this is a truck worth respecting. For anyone in the market for a classic Ford pickup that's been preserved with care and upgraded with the right touches, this F-100 in McKeesport is a strong contender. It's a piece of American truck history that's ready for its next chapter on the road. Number 11. The 1974 GMC truck, listed at $5,000 and located in Coon Rapids. Here's a solid workhorse from the 70s. This 1974 GMC 3/4 ton truck is a true reminder when pickups were built for strength and utility. With 120,000 miles on the odometer and an automatic transmission, this truck has seen its fair share of the road, but it's still ready to put in work or simply serve as a solid classic driver. This model, designated as TC20903, was part of GMC's line of heavy-duty pickups in the mid-1970s. Being a 3/4 ton, it's designed to handle heavier loads in tougher conditions compared to the standard half-ton trucks of its time. That makes it appealing not only for collectors, but also for anyone looking for a dependable vintage pickup that still has utility in its bones. The truck is offered with a spare tire included, a simple but valuable addition that reinforces its practicality. While the listing doesn't go deep into cosmetic details, trucks like this are often prized for their straightforward design. No frills, no unnecessary extras, just a strong steel body and reliable mechanicals. With its age and mileage, it may show some natural wear, but that's part of the authenticity of a nearly 50-year-old classic pickup. At a price of $5,000 or best offer, this 1974 GMC sits in that sweet spot where a buyer could either keep it as is for a dependable old-school truck or use it as a foundation for a full restoration project. Given its durability and the rising popularity of square-body GM trucks, this is a kind of deal that can quickly become hard to find. If you're in Coon Rapids and searching for a classic pickup that blends utility, history, and affordability, this GMC 3/4 ton deserve a closer look. It's simple, rugged, and built for the long haul, a true throwback to when trucks were made to last. Number 12. The 1979 GMC Step Side truck, listed at $500 and located in Hayward/Castro Valley. Here's a true square body project opportunity. This 1979 GMC Step Side is being offered as a body and frame only, priced at just $500. With an odometer reading of 100,000 miles, this isn't a complete running truck, but rather a solid foundation for someone with the skills, tools, and time to bring it back to life. Step side trucks from this era have always held a special place among classic pickup fans. Their distinct flared fenders and vintage bed design set them apart from the fleet side models, giving them a unique, old-school look that's increasingly sought after. Whether you're looking to restore it to original condition or build it into a custom hot rod pickup, this project gives you the chance to start with a body and frame that's reported to have minimal rust, something that's becoming harder and harder to find. The seller makes it clear. This truck is priced lower than many other C10 square bodies on the market. While it doesn't come with motor or transmission, that actually leaves the door wide open for you to choose your own setup, whether that a period correct small block, a modern LS swap, or something entirely unique. In other words, it's a blank canvas waiting for the right builder's touch. While the seller mentions being open to trades, cash is preferred. At just $500, it's hard to argue with the value, especially considering what completed step side builds can command in today's market. For someone who's been searching for the right entry point into the classic truck hobby, this could be the perfect opportunity. So, if you're near Hayward or Castro Valley and you got the vision to transform a bare-bones body and frame into a head-turning square body classic, this 1979 GMC Stepside is well worth considering. It's not a turnkey driver today, but it has all the makings of a standout build for tomorrow. Number 13. The 1976 Chevrolet C10 Silverado long bed, listed at just $4,995, is located in Battleground. This truck carries the soul of 1970s American pickups. Straightforward, dependable, and built to last. It's the kind of machine that still turns heads at a stoplight, not because it's flashy, but because it represents a time when trucks were simple, strong, and honest. Under the hood, you got an 8-cylinder engine, Chevy's tried and true V8, paired with an automatic transmission, sending power to the rear wheels. It's a combination that delivers both strength and reliability, whether you're hauling a load in a long bed or just cruising down the open highway. The odometer reads 131,842 miles. For a nearly 50-year-old truck, that mileage shows it's been used but not abused. This is the kind of mileage that tells a story. Maybe it's hauled lumber, maybe it's pulled trailers, maybe it's just been a weekend driver. Either way, it's proof that this truck has lived a life, and it's ready for a second chapter with the right owner. The condition is listed as fair, which makes it an honest starting point for anyone looking for a project or a dependable classic to bring back to life. The blue paint gives it that vintage 70s character, faded but still proud. Some might see worn paint. Others will see patina, an authentic badge of history that can't be replicated. It runs on gas, carries a clean title, and most importantly, it's a Silverado. That means this isn't just any C10. It's a higher trim level, with touches that made it stand out back in its day. And being a long bed, it offers the full utility these trucks were designed for, with room for hauling, working, or even transforming into a showpiece. At just $4,995, this C10 Silverado represents one of the most affordable ways to step into classic truck ownership. Whether you want to restore it, customize it, or keep it as a driver, you're buying not just a truck, but a piece of Chevy history. The 1976 Chevrolet C10 Silverado long bed, blue paint, V8 power, clean title, and plenty of potential. It's waiting for someone with vision to give it new life.